Hey folks, how's it going? So I've had a couple of requests to do an update on how the Glottkin's going, so here it is. I will try and give you a kind of rundown of the work I've been doing on it. I'm really close to being finished, so just a couple more little bits and pieces to do, and then this one will be done pretty much. So I've kind of finished off all the skin and everything. I think that was the main focus of the last video in the series. But I've finished off all the skin and all the boils and all that sort of stuff on this thing. Man, this took so long to do. This is definitely the most challenging piece that I've ever painted. So the skin was just a lot of surface area to cover, and then going in and picking out all these little boils and all the details in here was just really tedious. Trying to get like some kind of gradient on all these tiny little orbs sort of thing on the surface was just a hell of a lot of work, but I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. There's a lot that I would probably do differently next time, simple things like color choices and everything, but for the sake of calling this thing done, I'm fairly happy with how it's come out, so it's fine. The back here I've just added some like dirt and mud and stuff like that, just to give the idea that this thing's a bit tattered. I'll probably add a little bit more. I'll go in and do some washes and stuff to finish this thing off. So I've still got to go back in and do that. Up the top here I've got the two dudes that are standing up there. I went back and forth with color choices for these things for quite a while actually, but I settled on these, and they'll do. The purple of this guy's robe, by the way, isn't showing up too great. It's showing up more blue I think on camera. So yeah, I mean, I just went for what I went for. I still got to go in and add some lighting effects to this guy at the front here and finish off some of the detail on him. And then this guy at the back is just got his like, I went for like a purplish kind of armor. I started with like a base metallic purple, and then built up from there to like a gunmetal sort of highlights and stuff. So, as I say, hell of a lot of work. It's taken so long to do this, but just because I've had so much other stuff going on, I would just kind of come back to this every now and again and do a little bit more. The stuff that I've still got to finish are the standard thing. I've started painting that, just some kind of symbol on there. But I have to finish off painting the head up top here and finish up on some detail work there. But that goes in there, as I showed in the last video. I explained why I wanted to do that. It was just to add a bit more weight to this side, in the hope that it would draw your eye, because this kind of shape draws your eye round, and before it just kind of ended up here sort of thing. But I think by adding that bit of detail up here, it kind of takes your your attention down this way again. So that's my thinking behind that. But almost finished with that, and then I've got the little I forget what these are called again, just little dude. Gave him a little knife in his hand that had nothing in it, just to make it look like he was a way to cut up this big grub or something like that, I don't know, but he sits actually on top of the standard back here, so that's his little like perch sort of thing on top of there. Sits on top of that, the mounted head there. And just the other little bits and pieces are just like the tongue that comes out the front here. I've got to finish that. This chain, ball and chain thing, hangs off of this horn here. There's a couple of torches and stuff that actually stick into the top here that I've got to paint. A couple of little other bits and pieces. A tiny little, I don't know if that's even going to focus. There you go, tiny little skull with like a bow in it. So that's just random bits and pieces to put around the top here, I think. And then basing it. Now I'm kind of in two minds about what to do with basing it, because it came with this big square base. I don't like basing my stuff on square bases for some reason. I prefer the little round lipped bases. I think it makes for like a better kind of display piece overall. So obviously the big round one would be better for like sort of a display piece, I think, but then obviously in gaming terms this would make more sense, but still in two minds about what to do with that. I do have some big wooden rings that I could use to start making the base. I don't have a base, round base that size that would fit, but I do have a couple of wooden rings that I could use to make my own base or something like that. Plus if I do the round base, it'll fit in with the rest of my collection because they're all on round lip bases. So But yeah, that's something to consider when I kind of move on with this. As I say, still a little bit of work to do. Probably a good couple hours, just kind of finishing all the detail work in here and you know, doing the base and stuff like that. But sorry, the lighting's terrible in this as well. I think the color might be a little bit off, but there you go. It's just a quick look at the Glottkin and where it's at, and I will hopefully be back soon with a video showing you guys the finished thing. So yeah, but cheers for the request. That kind of prompted me to do this video. So if you have any more kind of requests about what you'd like to see me do here, then feel free to shoot something down in the comments. But yeah, until the next one, cheers for watching, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.